Hey guys, real quick before we start, as you know, I usually keep things super lighthearted, like I don't really go into politics or religion. The guy we're covering occasionally covers that stuff. Well, he covers religion a lot more, but sometimes we'll jump into politics as well. I just want to say, without condemning or condoning the stuff he talks about on that, I'm never going to give my opinions on that stuff. I still really admire him as a content creator, so this is just a little disclaimer of like, this isn't me saying like I agree with what he's saying or disagree with what he's saying or anything. It's just me being like, I like how he presents his content, and I'm not focusing as much on the political and religious aspect. I'm looking at it more as like the content he makes, because it's still quite interesting. That's a little disclaimer for you. So don't try disliking this, okay? Okay? Because I'll find you. That's not a threat. Let's start. Hello and welcome back to. No, give me the sword. Oh. Thanks. The quest for the greatest YouTuber ever. Can I go now? Yeah, you can go. Today we're looking at a YouTuber known as Say Goodnight Kevin. He's been around for a good amount of time. I actually just recently discovered him. One of my friends, Josiah, was like,
hey, you do a thing about YouTubers, why not talk about this guy?
So I've been binging a lot of his videos for the past month, and it's a fun channel to binge. Honestly, I know a lot of people like to watch quick, short videos. I personally like long videos, and this guy makes decently long videos, sometimes with a more podcast-esque, like 46 to an hour long compared to like some of his more reviews, which are gonna be like 25 minutes. And again, he does have some shorter videos as well. As you know, we jump into controversies first, and for Say Goodnight Kevin, probably one of his biggest controversies is going to be he might make a video that not everyone agrees with or not all of his subscribers agreed with. So he might get some anger comments, which I believe he's dealt with before, looking it up online of stuff that he's dealt with, but he's never been like slandered because he did something so awful that everyone hated him for it. And that's pretty impressive for someone who's been around for such a long time and making content consistently for such a long time. Sure, I bet he's made some people on Twitter mad with his beliefs and whatnot, but other than that, he hasn't had any huge controversies. One of the perks of not being a huge YouTuber. I feel that as well. I've said dumb stuff before, and I feel like it doesn't blow up because, I mean, I'm not huge. So we're lucky on that. We're in the same boat. And I'm really excited to talk about a content creator who's kind of similar in size to me, because it's someone that I like to compare myself to as well. We don't make anywhere near the same content, but it's kind of a bar of like the type of content he makes and the quality he puts out is a quality that I should be putting out as well. And let me tell you, he puts out some great quality. As you know, now we look at the YouTube channel. Like I said, been around for quite some time, sitting at just over 27,000 subscribers, putting out decent content that is pretty solid and long. 90% of the time, it's going to be about movies, and a large sum of the time, it's movies that you've never heard of. A lot of them are like religious movies, and honestly, I don't know why I enjoy it. It's because the movies are bad. I hate watching bad movies myself. I like watching other people like either react to them or talk about the bad movies and explain why they're bad. I'm not gonna sit through a long 2-hour movie. I'd rather just watch like a quick 20-minute explanation of why the movie's bad with all the like redeeming highlights of the it's so bad it's good. And he does a great job with that, especially with his bargain bin thing, which he talks with one of his friends, and I eat that stuff up. And he does trailer reactions as well, which are going to be some of his shorter videos, which I personally really like. I tried reactions, and I personally am not the best reactioner out there, and he does really good work with that. I appreciate the way he memes stuff, the camera zoom in on faces. I live for that kind of stuff, and he does it quite well, and that's why I do genuinely enjoy his content and his YouTube channel. Bringing the YouTube channel in at a solid 7.5. We then go into his social media. He's got his Facebook, Patreon, and Twitter linked to his YouTube, and his Twitter's pretty solid. He's always talking on his Twitter and keeping people up to date on what videos he's doing. He interacts with people. He's got a pretty good follow ratio as well. Sometimes dives into politics. I keep harping on the politics aspect. I just personally am not a fan of it, but like, bro, you don't owe anyone anything. Talk about what you want. And that's what he does, which is super cool, because a lot of people, like myself, are kind of afraid to give kind of more left, right, middle leaning, however you want to say it, their opinions on it. Like, they avoid politics, like myself, but he's not afraid. He's gonna put it out there and he's gonna let you know what he thinks. Like, that is something that is super cool to see, is whether it's in his videos or on his Twitters, he's gonna harp on it. He's gonna make fun of it. I mean, his Twitter bio is literally like saying, if I haven't made fun of it, I will. And that's super cool to see. I'm glad he can give his opinion, stand by it, and stand strong with it. And most of the time, it's not stuff I always disagree with, but I mean, it's funny the way he does it. If you can bring up your opinion opinion and still do it in a comedic effect, that's when it comes off the best. Anyone who tries to give their opinion and just kind of like tell you their opinion and they're not going to change their mind and you better believe it, it comes off awkward. He tells you his opinion, is like, hey, here's my opinion. Also, badoom, and it's hilarious. And you kind of start to at least try to see it his way because he's coming off friendly. Bringing his Twitter in at a solid 8. And as you know, we now look at him as a content creator. And like I said, he's been around for quite some time. And a lot of his videos do have a good amount of views. More views than I've ever seen, which is cool to see. But he hasn't like blown up, which is shocking to me because I really enjoy his content. I'd assume the YouTube algorithm might not love him, might kind of take a diss at him. That sucks. I personally know, like, I've been losing subscribers a lot lately. I don't know if he's ever dealt with that. But it sucks. That ruins your motivation. And he's someone who makes such great content. I like watching his videos. I'm like, you should be at 100,000 subs already. You should be at this amount of subs already. It's unfair that you're not blowing up. You deserve it. So I can just imagine like how sometimes it might feel like to him, he's like, dang, this sucks. But he has such loyal fans. Like I said, it's always the fans that get you going. And I feel like that's probably something that's been carrying him, probably just his love for what he's doing as well. You can really tell he loves the content he's making. He loves movies. He loves the topics he picks, and he loves harping on, and that's hilarious. And I personally love watching him. You see him having fun, and it's not about the numbers to him, it's about the content he's making. And he could be getting 5 views, and I'm sure he would still be putting out some of the best content he can because he enjoys it, and it's not important to the numbers. Shout out to you for pushing forward and to keep driving and just waiting for that one day to just blow up. And I'm rooting for you. I so am rooting for you. And that brings his content in at a solid 8.5. Bringing his grand total to oh shit, I didn't do the math. Bringing his grand total in at a solid 24. Well done. Say goodnight, Kevin. I love your name as well. And your moon design, that is an amazing design. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. That is mwah. And your merch is actually like quite solid. And the buttons, like that moon design, I'm like I said, I'm jealous. That was weird, my camera died. As we know, we compare the last creator, Young Crip TV, with today's creator, Say Goodnight Kevin. The reason I'm comparing both of these guys is they both have a character that they've picked out, whether it be a character or just who they genuinely are as people. I lean more towards I think that's just who they are as people. It's a distinct character that they stand by. It's who they have chosen to be, and it hasn't really changed, and it's something that you can continue to follow. Plus, I really enjoy Young Crip's movie reviews. He really understands what he's talking about, and when he really loves something and is passionate about something, he truly understands what he's talking about. And honestly, Say Goodnight Kevin understands almost always what he's talking about. When he picks a topic, he goes in knowing what he's talking about, which is super cool to see. They both just put out some of the best content you're gonna see when it comes to reviewing stuff, and that's dope. That's why I can binge both of their content. Say Goodnight Kevin's gonna have much more videos to watch, but hey, I'm hoping that they both keep putting out videos for many years to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time.